No, stop. Please, just give me a second to figure this out. Okay, we have to be on whatever covered the building, and I don't think we're moving. That would explain why it never left the building, but my God, we're away from the covered buildings. We're away from the city. So when does this end? How big could this possibly be? We need to keep going. We could find the military. Yeah. They had a quarantine zone set up in town. They have to be on the move around there. They're probably cutting their way out of this right now, cutting off the city. That's what they do, right? They must have been planning for this alien thing, whatever it is. They must have planned for just about anything that could have happened. It's gonna be okay, buddy. We're just gonna keep walking for a bit. Sorry about that. I lost myself for a second. We have supplies from the store. We're going to be... Where's the bag? Where's the food and the water that we took from the store? I swear I put it right here on the flesh. Oh, no!
One of the men with me forced me onto a makeshift bench of dog tree limbs and crushed bone. The source of the bone is obvious.
Work!
My leash is tied to it before the man leaves me. In front of me are vertebrae bones the size of my torso, and from the small tug I give to my rope, many times the weight. I give a quick glance around me. Numerous people sit around the vertebrae, femurs, and various other bones I don't know the name of. These workers, or slaves, are busy cracking them open for the marrow that's inside, scraping them out to be placed in leather satchel bags. Larger men, much larger, are walking around with smaller growler bones. Switches, if I had to guess. The leader of this tribe still has my bone knife. And he walks away into the largest of the many tents that surrounds us.
Work!
I pick up one of the larger chips of bone and begin to beat the vertebrae with it.
What are we going to do? What are we supposed to do? It's nighttime already. We have no food, no water. We've been walking in a straight line for hours, and we still haven't found the park we're camping in. Maybe it's digested it and flattened out to this, like it was doing to that store we were in. What is this place? What is this place? It doesn't even feel like the Earth anymore. Where are we? Even on Earth? You've seen it. You've seen it, haven't you? You have to have seen it. When you're just turning out of the corner of your eye. Eyeballs, mouths, paws. They're coming out of the ground. Right up out of the fur, like the world is changing, but as soon as you turn, they close. They seal. They get sucked back into the landscape until it's like nothing was there. This place, this planet, I don't know this monster that we're on. It can sense us. It can see us. I'm sorry. I'm just so confused. And what's happening? Get back and don't touch it. There's something coming out of the ground. You see? I told you the world is changing. It's shifting into something made of grotesquely thin bones and claws. Teeth. It's a tree?
The work is torturous. I don't understand how everyone around me has been doing this for so long. Late into the night, I scan the other workers beside me. Each is reduced to the muscles stretched across their skeletons. Seems like they haven't had a decent meal in years. As if they'd been surviving off scraps. The man beside me catches my stare, and I break eye contact to raise the bone hammer above my head once more. I would prefer to avoid another lashing.
Hallo! Freut mich, Sie kennenzulernen. Ich sehe, Sie sind neu hier. Sprechen Sie vielleicht Deutsch? No? I always have to try. I would love for someone who does speak German to stroll along one day. Do you speak English? Do you speak at all? That's got to be much harder to survive if you can't speak. What with the world becoming the
Dogscape.
Oh, Dogscape! That's what you call it. That's a good name, actually. I like that. It's cute.
Is this guy insane? Why is he so cheery? Can he tell we're enslaved here?
I'm Kurt, but everyone here just calls me Professor, since I was a professor in California, before the Dogscape, as you say. It's actually quite lucky that they found me. Otherwise, half of the other villagers and enforcers here would have died long ago. No one seems to be good with medical equipment or what medical equipment we can make in this Dogscape. Where are my manners? I'm the professor, and you are? Huh? You know we can talk while we work. There's no problem with that. And even if there is, you know the saying, the only thing that rules us these days is the big dog we live on.
Dog mother.
Oh dear, you're not one of these radicals, are you? I hope not. The enforcers don't take too nicely to them around here. You might want to keep the dog mother talk to yourself for as long as you're staying with us.
I'm not. My father and I...
Oh good, you can speak. Your father, is he with you? Is he in the village?
No.
This is impossible. That tree was the first, and each one has been popping out of the ground since. I think we're back in the forest where we were camping. This has to be the same place. The fur must have recreated it since it was there. But listen, do you hear that? Here, follow me around these trees. It can't be too far. It sounds like a dog, and it can't be too far. I'd give anything to know another living thing has survived the fur that covered everything. I just want something to make sense. You see that too, right? It's not just me. You see that. There's a dog's head poking out of the fur. Is that the head of this whole thing? Its tongue is hanging out of its mouth and drooling a creek. It doesn't end. The world just gets crazier and crazier. Don't judge me for this. We have no water. We've been wandering for a day now. We need something to drink. And this is water. This is a kind of water. I know. But we'll die if we don't. Please. We have to drink.
I used to teach medical anatomy. It wasn't meant to be a profession when I got started, of course. I was actually just working at a university to help fund my real research, which was supposed to be genetic manipulation.
I must have been out here for 3 hours.
It was a study, really.
And
I
the
wanted to
professor
unlock
has
the
not
secrets of genetic evolution
stopped
and manipulation.
talking to me.
It would have
No matter what I
revolutionized
do,
things in your
he
world,
keeps
the world
talking
called
to me.
Dogscape. Which reminds me, you're so young. You must have been how old when the Dogscape came to be? 12? 13?
I was 10.
10 years old. So young, and yet you clung to life. So, that would make you 17 now, yeah?
18.
Ah, yes, 18. I lose track of time in the boneyard. It's just break bone, scoop marrow, break bone, scoop.
Why are we taking the marrow out of these bones anyway?
You haven't figured it out yet? Look at the end forces that are near their tents. Notice anything odd?
There. They're asleep.
They are asleep with their eyes open?
I set my makeshift bone hammer against the vertebrae in front of me and take a good look at the man lying in front of his tent. Sure enough, sweat beads his brow, and he stares up towards the night sky. But his breathing, his body, suggested that he was completely unconscious. What is it?
It's a narcotic. It's most powerful. Hell, the only drug that's in the Dogscape come from these giants.
Mutts.
Mutts? Ha! You've named everything here, haven't you? Very well, mutts. Yes. But they are a wonder, aren't they? Telepathic, I assume, since they can communicate with the planet and their marrow, antibiotic and narcotic. If only they could...
Antibiotic?
Oh, yes, again. Probably the only one in the Dogscape. Have you noticed the mutts are free of mange and disease? This keeps them going, and if humans could use it, well, you and I would be much more than just fleas on the mother dog, as you say.
But they use it as a narcotic instead.
Of course. Take a look around you. The enforcers and the boss. You think tough guys like that care about antibiotics? They care about escaping this hell of a lifestyle. Living on a living dog planet isn't exactly heaven. Well, for them, I've actually grown to like it quite a bit.
He is crazy. Fleas. The workers erupt into a panic at the word. They all drop their tools as quickly as possible and run wildly towards the lead. They all drop their tools as quickly as possible and run wildly towards the leather tents. Instinctively, I try to do the same, but my collar holds me fast to the vertebrae at my feet. Wait! Wait! Help! Wait! Help!
Not a problem, not a problem. We'll have you out in this just a second.
The professor drops to the ground and frantically scratches at the rope in hopes of finding how it's tangled around the vertebrae. I look to the black cloud in the distance. It's approaching incredibly fast. Fleas since the birth of the Dogscape have multiplied by the billions, enough to drain a human being of all fluids in a matter of seconds. And this cloud looked thick enough to drain the entire camp. Mutt bones or otherwise. Those would not frighten away the insects like it would the growlers.
No good. We'll have to break it. We pull on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. 1. I'm sorry. They are getting too close. I'm sorry. It was nice to meet you. Even though I didn't catch your name.
No.
I wish you the
No,
best,
wait.
Wanderer.
Professor, please, come back! Someone, help me! I watched the stars disappear as the swarm drew closer. So many had only lasted days in the Dogscape, not years like my father taught me. Not years like my father taught me I could. Not like I had. But that didn't make my death any easier to accept.
No, give me space. Oh, I can't. at least something stayed down. Ugh. Drinking drool and eating these tree things? What are we doing? What am I doing to you? Ugh, I can't protect you here. I don't even know where here is. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know if I can give up. No. I don't know if I even can give up. Yeah, I heard it. It can't be much worse than we found here. Let's just move toward that light.
Move towards the light. I remember that's what I always used to hear. That's what they always used to say in movies. I should move towards the light. What?
Into my tent. Now.
That... leader.